My dear students, very good morning. Welcome to the chemistry class. This is your digital classes, and the picture is shown very clearly to you. The transformation that came after this coronavirus or COVID-19, we can clearly observe that the impact of this COVID-19 in our education system. Whole world is under pandemic situation, and yes, there are so many frontline corona warriors like our medical department, like our I can say sanitization team, like our doctors, like our police. Okay, the similar way, dear students, let me appeal on the behalf of whole teaching faculty, the whole education department, that they are also acting like a corona warriors, because during this pandemic situation they have not stopped their work. They are continuously teaching you, they are continuously going to put their 100% to make you people, make your students, make our students like up to date with their studies. Okay, so you can see here one small pictures I have drawn here, textbook to laptop. Yes, what is education? Education is just to impart the knowledge from one medium to other medium. Okay, and what is the role of educationist? Yeah, what is the role of teacher? He is imparting the knowledge that is present in book to the mind of student. Okay, so this is the transformation now due to this COVID-19, due to this lockdown. Now instead of textbook, we are studying with the help of technology. So we are depending upon laptop, we are depending upon our mobile, we are depending upon the gadgets which is we have. Okay, what one more appeal, one more thing that I want to bring in your notice, that is, dear students, although from last 2 months you all are doing hard work, you are studying with the help of your mobile, but let me tell you, there are some ill impact, or I can say bad impact of these type of gadgets also. So as you all are well aware about the situation of education system during this COVID-19, dear students, in which the teaching learning system totally depending upon the technology only, due to which the use of mobile increases for the students as well as for the teachers. It can be the cause of screen dependency syndrome, or I can say sort of effect on eyesight in coming time also. So it has been found that there is a gradual change in the behavior of students also, and students behavior also. You are going to become slowly stubborn, careless and irritated also. So it is necessary, dear students, need to talk about this transformation, this revolution which is transferring from textbook to laptop now. So dear students, it's my humble request, if you have mobile, then, and mobile and laptop both, if you have laptop, then please transfer yourself your this way of learning, way of studying from mobile to laptop now, because laptop screen is eye saving screen. It is not like this kind of wavelength, waves problem is there. You simply, whatever homework is coming, download WhatsApp in your mobile, then connect the mobile internet with the laptop, and from the laptop try to take out those material, try to watch that videos, try to see those PDF or notes from the laptop. It will be somehow, it will I'm not telling it is totally saving your eyesight, but somehow it will reduce the eye strain and stress level. Okay, so let's start, dear students. We need to transfer now from laptop, whatever we are doing, we need to transfer it from laptop to your, I can say, the brain system. Okay, so this is, suppose in scientifically if I make, this is the structure of brain. So we need to transfer the knowledge of book into laptop, and from laptop to your brain. Okay, so hope so you are ready. So let's start our work. Dear students, today I am going to start a very important, and I can say the very important topic. It is the conclusion of those two theories that we have studied, from which we are studying from last 2-3 days, that is valence bond theory and valence shell electron pair repulsion theory. These two theories are playing very important role to understand the prediction of geometry in our daily life. So you might have seen like beryllium chloride formula, boron trifluoride, diamond structure, carbon tetrachloride. All these structures are somewhere have a fixed shape. Today we are going to study how it becomes fixed. Okay, So before going to study, we need to understand the meaning of this table. So dear students, see, Valence shell electron pair repulsion theory is based on bond pair and lone pair, you know very well. And valence bond theory is based on hybrid that we studied in the last video. Now I'm going to combine all those theories which we have studied to help us to predict the shape. With the help of formula, I can say with the help of formula we can predict shape. Most of the time students are doing what? Question is coming now simple. Question will come, these are the example. Question will come out of these following, yeah, the given formula. Draw the structure and describe the structure of any one of these formula. Question will come like this. And maximum time what is happening? Students are directly trying to predict the geometry by looking the formula. Suppose formula is beryllium chloride BeCl2. So you direct come like this way. Okay, there is single beryllium, 2 chlorine. So it means that structure will be like this. It is correct for beryllium chloride. But the same way you can see it is not correct for H2O. H2O doesn't have the linear shape. H2O have something different shape. Okay, like CO2 has linear shape, but H2O have different shape. Reason is somewhere number of lone pair and number of bond pair. When there is zero lone pair, zero lone pair, I can say, then there is not change in any structure. Then prediction is okay. But the case where lone pair is there, one lone pair or two lone pair, then somewhere the structure is going to be distorted and the structure shape of the geometry will be changed. Okay, so this thing we will going to study. So now you just learn this table. I am going to share the photograph of this table. Then you learn this table, try to understand this table. Okay, let's understand. Number of bond is 2. If number of bond is 2, mean number of bond is 2, 1, 2. Number of bond is 3. If number of bond is 3, the number of bond you will count 1, 2, 3. If number of bond is 4, you can count number of bond 1, 2, 3, 4. If number of bond of 5 like this way, the number of bond you can count 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hope so you understood what is the meaning of this column. The column represent number of bond, mean how many bond is there, and this is totally related to number of bond with number of these two, sum of these lone pair and bond pair. So see, sum of bond pair and lone pair, 2 plus 0 it is 2, 3 plus 0 it is 3. If it is not 3, then 2 plus 1 it is 3. Okay, so understood. The number of bond pair plus lone pair, yeah, sum of bond pair and lone pair is equal to the number of bond, and number of bond is equal to the shape. Getting my point? Or number of bond, whatever number is here, you can see whatever number is there, that number will be here. Like if 2 is there, so AB2 type structure formula, and AB2 type of example we will write under this. If 3 is there, under this we will write AB3 type, and 2 and 1 is there, so AB2 maybe one lone pair, L will be lone pair. So I think first column, second column, third column, fourth column, fifth column, sixth column, seventh column. You understood the meaning of first 7 column. Now we are going to study the geometry one by one. Okay, so let's start. But first we will going to start with the hybridization sp. Mean all these molecules have sp hybridization and linear shape and number of bond pair and lone pair. So if I have drawn here beryllium chloride, today's assignment is for you. I have drawn one in this particular example. So you will draw rest of these things at home. You will practice rest of these things and you will send it to me. Okay. So dear students, what is the structure of beryllium chloride? Beryllium atom, in which beryllium atom has a ground state configuration 1s2, 2s2. In the excited state, when 2s2 is there, it means that number of total electron are 2 in beryllium. Number of total electron in outermost shell is 2, 1, 2. Okay. So on the other hand side, the 2 electrons are not like I can say octet, or it is not stable. So then what will happen? The chlorine, which 2 chlorine are reacting with beryllium, the chlorine have 7 in outermost shell. Now it is also not stable. So how chlorine will become stable? When the chlorine will take 1 electron from beryllium and 1 electron from beryllium. So both chlorine got 1 electron from beryllium. It means that the sharing of this electron form these two bond. And the moment these two bond form, automatically beryllium will connect with 2 chlorine with the help of 180 bond angle. Bond angle is 180 degree. Okay. So when question will come, describe the structure of beryllium chloride. So you need to write first number of bond is 2. Hybridization is sp. Why sp? Because beryllium electron are in s orbital, chlorine electron are in p orbital. So that's why the configuration is sp. Okay. And number of bond is 2. lone pair is 0 because there is no lone pair, you can see. And when there is 0 lone pair, so obviously 2 have linear structure. Formula is AB2 type. You will write bond angle, you will write hybridization, you will write bond length. Okay, like these kind of information you will write. So today I am going to show you the shape of, this is suppose the shape of beryllium chloride. You can see the shape of beryllium chloride. This is the shape of beryllium chloride. Beryllium, this is beryllium in the center, this is beryllium in the center, and these two are chlorine. Okay, and these two chlorine are attached with this boron, beryllium, with the help of this bond by sharing of electron, and the bond angle is 180 degree. So this is a linear shape. This is a linear shape structure, you can see. Second example of this is carbon dioxide. So this is the example of carbon dioxide. You can see carbon in the center, oxygen, oxygen. Between carbon and oxygen there is double bond. Okay, so that's why this is linear shape also, carbon and oxygen double bond. There is no lone pair, that's why this is also linear shape. Okay, next is third, sp2. When bond number of bond is 3, the hybridization will be sp3. How sp3? One s orbital is overlapping with 2p. When bond, this is having two type of shape actually. One is when bond pair is 3, lone pair is 0. Then it will give the shape trigonal planar. Formula is BF3 AlCl3. We have studied AlCl3 also when we were studying about valency. The shape is like this way. Boron, you know, the ground state of boron is 5. Electronic configuration is 5, in which 2 is in I can say s orbital, and 3 electron are in p orbital. Okay, so I'm going to make the boron having 5, so it means that 2 and 3. When orbital will talk 1s2, 2s2, and 1 electron in p. Okay, then it will react with fluorine. Fluorine have 9, so 2 and 7, so it is same 2, it is same 2, but here it has 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, so there are 9 electron total. Okay, so this is also empty, this is also extra, I can say. So this one electron will overlap here. In this way these two will also react with fluorine, like one fluorine this will react, this is, and in other fluorine this will react, this will overlap. Okay, so this electron will overlap here, this electron will overlap here, this electron will overlap here. It means that one electron from boron S is overlapping with 2 electron of fluorine. That's why configuration is sp2. Okay, so step I have already told you. First step is we need to see the central atom, then p. So like this way, BF3 is the shape of trigonal planar, in which bond angle is 120 and shape is trigonal planar. Where second type of sp2 is having 2 bond pair, 1 lone pair. This is giving bent shape. So bent shape is V shape also. Example is SO2, where sulfur has 6 electron in outermost shell, 6 electron in outermost shell, but here how many is there? 2 is there. So it means that 2 electron, both side 2 pair of electron will bond with oxygen, and 1 lone pair of S will be not making bond. That's why it is lone pair. So shape is becoming bent shape, in which the bond order is 190, bond angle between sulfur oxygen is 190 degree. Bond order is 1.4, bond length is 1.43 Armstrong. Okay, so this I have one this diagram structure of sulfur. You can see here, this is lone pair. For example, take example of this is lone pair of sulfur, and these two are, although here it should be double bond, but due to this there is no hole, so double bond is not there. So there also double bond should be there. These two are oxygen and this is sulfur, so this is sulfur dioxide. Okay, next is sp3. So understood now, I think you understood the concept. sp3 is what? 1s3p. This is having 3 different type of shape. When there is a normal, no lone pair, then shape is normal tetrahedral. This is example of CH4. In CH4 bond angle is 109 degree and bond order is 108.7 part meter between C and H. Okay, so here there is you can see number of electron in carbon is 4 in outermost shell, and number of hydrogen is also 4. So it means that there will be no lone pair. When this number of bond pair and number of electron are equal, then there is very less chance to have lone pair. So we have the structure of, this is the structure of I can say carbon methane, CH4. This is the structure of CH4. This is one carbon, This is second carbon, this is third carbon, this is fourth carbon. This is three-dimensional structure of methane, you can understand. And to represent the strength, attractive strength, I have tied the thread. You can see this is the strength between two hydrogen, which make the hydrogen angle, bond angle. If this strength would be not there, so maybe bond angle can be like this way. Okay, one side very less, other side more, third side it is very more, so it is different. So here in three dimensional we can see the methane structure have equal bond length or bond attractive force. Okay, then when there are three bond pair, one lone pair, it will give the pyramid shape. Pyramid shape is different shape than tetrahedral. This is the case of ammonia. So I have one structure of ammonia also. This is the structure of ammonia, where you can see it is also like a three dimension. There is no difference between this and this. Both are same. This is also three dimension, three dimensional tetrahedral. This is also tetrahedral, mean four head, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is also four head, 1, 2, 3, 4. But what is the main difference? Main difference is number of lone pair, bond pair. Here there is 0 lone pair and 4 bond pair. In this case there is 1 lone pair and 3 bond pair. So because of that, this structure is different than this. Hope so you understood. Okay. So my dear student, I mean to say that by increasing the number of lone pair, the shape of structure is changing. And due to that shape of change, electron changes, the bond angle will also change. So in case of ammonia, the bond angle will be 107.8 degree. So whereas normal tetrahedral have 109 degree, so here in pyramidal have 107.9 degree. So okay, and bond order is 101 part meter. Next is 2 and 2, 2 bond pair, 2 lone pair, 2 plus 2 4, and hybridization is sp3. Vent shape is the best example of water, in which you can see 2 lone pair. Now water formula of water is H2. Here is 2, here is 4. It means that 4 minus 2, 2. It means that 2 pair of lone pair would be there. So here you can see there are 2 lone pair of water and 2 bond pair is there. Bond angle is 104.5 degree and bond order is 95.8 degree. So this is the structure of water. You can see these two are lone pair. Okay, these two are lone pair and these two are bond pair. So structure of water is oxygen 2 H, H2 oxygen. Okay, that's the formula of H2O. Now next is, after this, when number of bond is 5, the hybridization would be sp3d, 1s, 3p, 1d. Now here introduction of d orbital is there first time. So because of this introduction of d orbital, we need to see the shape of 5 bond is trigonal bipyramidal. Trigonal means 3 side, but bipyramidal means 2 of these are on top and bottom. Okay, so AB5 type of formula, PCl5 is the best example, whereas P have 5 electron in outermost shell, so Cl is also there 5. That means that there is no lone pair, all 5 chlorine has made bond with the fluorine. Okay, so here I want to take it little bit close. So you can see here, in this case, one phosphorus is reacting with 5 chlorine, mean is bonded with 5 chlorine. The bond angle between one chlorine with other chlorine is 90 degree, only especially these two, and these chlorine have 120 degree. Okay, these chlorine have bond angle 120 degree. This and this chlorine, mean this and this chlorine have 120, whereas this and this chlorine have 90 degree. So because of that, it is 3 dimensional. Okay, it is a little bit difficult to show, so I'm going to take the help of one pen to show you this. You can see this type of bond angle, or otherwise I can take help of this. You can understand with the help of this. Suppose this is the trigonal. This shape is trigonal. You know very well. This shape is trigonal. Okay, already we have studied in boron trifluoride. Now if I will attach this and this to fluorine here, so you can understand the shape. What is the shape? This is the shape. This is 90 degree, and this and this have 180. From here to, you can see from here to here it is 120 degree. Okay, so this is the trigonal bipyramidal. Okay, and shape is not, if 3 dimensional we will say shape is like this way. Shape is somewhere like this way. This type of shape is there. Okay, this is the shape of model, like this way. So it is three dimensional. That's why we are not able to recognize it. You need to imagine it. Next is 4 and 1. Seesaw shape is there, and SF4 is example. Sulfur have 6 electron in outermost shell, whereas 4 is the atomicity, 6 is the number of electrons. So it means that 4F will make bond. It means 4 electron will be busy of sulfur to make the bond pair, and one pair will remain for lone pair. So shape is seesaw, and 173 is the bond angle, 154 is the bond length. Okay, whereas in this, between these two fluorine, there is 102 degree Celsius, and this fluorine is little bit long than other two fluorine. Okay, then 3 and 2 T shape. Example is chlorine trifluoride. Chlorine has 7 electron, but 3 fluorine is there only. It means that out of 7, 3 electron will be in bond pair. How many left? 4. So 4 means 2 pair of lone pair. It is very easy, simple to draw the structure now. And bond angle is 90 degree between fluorine, and between this fluorine to this lone pair is 120 degree. Okay. Next is 2 and 3. This is XeF2. Xe, xenon is 8 electron, in which out of 8, 2 electron is bond pair, rest left 3 pair. So 3 pair of electron will be make lone pair. So when 3 pair of electron is there, lone pair, so Xe F, between F and this lone is 90 degree, between F and this lone pair is 120. Dear student, don't imagine these two dimensionally. It is not like paper how I drawn. This can be, this lone can be toward up, this lone can be toward down, this lone can be toward this side, my side. Okay, so this is 3 dimensionally, so you have to represent, you need to represent like this way. It is 3 dimension. If these two lone pair are toward north and south, so these two are toward east and west. So it is like this way. Okay, so 3 dimensional you need to think. And the last is, now I can say second last, because one more is there, 7. So 7 type of this I will tell later on. 6 sp3d2, s1 p3 4 plus 2 d, 6.0. When 0 lone pair is there, shape is octahedral. SF6 is the example. Octahedral, all side the angle is 90 degree, bond order is 156.4 degree. So SF6 is the best example. 5 and 1 lone pair is there. Suddenly octahedral will change into square pyramidal. Shape is like square pyramidal, and the example is IF5, in which iodine has 7 electron, but 5 electron is making bond with F, 2 electron is participating in lone pair. The shape is this. 181.9 degree is the bond angle, 186 part-meter is the bond length. 4 and 2 square planar is there. XeF4 is the example. Xe have 8 electron. It means that 4 electron participated in bond. Okay, and two pair of electron remain lone pair, so 90 degrees is the bond length. Okay, with this, yes student, one more is there, that is 7. Number of electron is 7. So when number of electron is 7, so formula would be like, if I will take 7 type of example, the 7 type of example can be sp3d3. Okay, where 7 is bond pair, 0 is lone pair. The shape can be pentagonal bipyramidal. Okay, pentagonal bipyramidal, and IF7 is the example. So this also you will practice. This is all about for today. Hope so you understood with the help of this model and this whatever I have shown. Some of the couple of more hybridization is there, that is single bonded carbon, double bonded carbon. This is the model of single bonded carbon, that is ethane. Okay, how many carbon is there in ethane? In 10th class you studied 2 carbon bonded with 6 hydrogen. So carbon have tetravalency, carbon have capacity to make 4 bonds. So you can count here this carbon, 1 2 3 4 bond is there. This side 1 2 3 4 bond is there. So this is the structure of ethane. Similar way, ethene is, what is the difference between ethane and ethene? Yes, ethane have single bond here, ethene have double bond here. So this is double bond, 2 carbon is there. Now when 1 bond is increased, 2 hydrogen will decrease. So you can see 4 valency, 1 2 3 4. This carbon 1 2 3 4. This is the structure of C2H4, that is ethene, and hybridization is sp2. For this hybridization is sp3. This is hybridization sp2, and one more we have, that is triple bonded carbon. Now it is ethyne. Ethyne has 3 bond, 1 bond, 2 bond and 3 bond. You can understand 1 bond, 2 bond, 3 bond. If 3 bond is there, like here 1 bond was there to 6 hydrogen was there, here 2 bond was there to 4 hydrogen was there, here 3 bond is there to 2 hydrogen is there only. Okay, shape is also changing. This is linear, and hybridization is sp. So these are 3 type of hybridization: sp1, sp1, sp2, sp3, ethane, ethene and ethyne. So that's it for today. Thank you very much, and thanks for watching this video. Watch it 2 times, 3 times for the better understanding. Thank you. Please take care of yourself, take care of your family, stay home, stay safe, and don't be corona carrier, be corona warrior. So have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching this video. Thanks a lot.